it's getting colder. Even still, I know you'll come a long way. Shooting stars up in my head, window, back streets, broken dreams, strangers in your review, laying on the bed, loving that you've been through. Dark days come, but it's only for a season. Soon find that you're the shoulder you can lean on. How dare you be the one who flew? Just stay alive. Lay your head down, 'cause you stepped out. Who you wanna be?
Ladies and gentlemen, make as much noise as you can for Melissa Villaseñor!
Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, let's begin. I feel good. I took my nap today. Anyone else? Good. How long are we talking? That's what I'm talking about. That's beautiful. I love that. People always tell me 20-minute power nap, the best. I go, 2.5 hours, bitch. And usually people say, I think that's depression. And I go, I don't know, I'm asleep. I love taking my naps. And I put on Planet Earth to help me go to sleep because it's that old British guy that narrates. It's his voice. David Attenborough. You know who I'm talking about? It makes me feel so cozy, I go right to sleep. The polar bears are looking for food, but food is scarce. Oh, no. These tropical birds are trying to find their mate, and they do their little dance, but unfortunately, most of them go home alone. Oh, no. Say more, though. You're going to hell, Melissa. I know. I mean, if you think about it, it's a planet show. Shouldn't the narrator be a voice that wakes us up? Wake up, take care of the planet? So I gotta tell them, I gotta let them know somehow, hey, change up the narrator. Maybe have one of my favorite comedians narrate the show. Maybe Wanda Sykes, have her narrate. Then I'd focus and have fun. If Wanda was like, oh shit, look at that bear. I would really listen. Take care of him. I don't call them naps anymore. I'm done calling them naps because I feel like people judge you. And that word nap, it just sounds a little gross. Like, I'm going to take a nap. Ew. So I call them siestas now. It's hot, right? Melissa's in her siesta. A sleep fiesta. And also, siestas are part of my culture. So if you don't like that, you're racist. I've been getting a lot more sleep now. I was on SNL for 6 seasons. And thank you for all your support through the years and for being a Melissa fan. I appreciate it. 6 seasons, that's really impressive, especially for me. I give up fast. So I'm really proud of me. But I've been in a funky chapter ever since I left the show because I started comedy at 15 years old here in LA doing all these impressions. And that was the goal. And I worked hard and I did it. And now I'm like, oh shit, I should have had other plans. That was the only thing on my list. It was a little dark feeling because I was like, what am I now? Who am I? And I was like, who feels like this? You know, because to me, that was the height of comedy, SNL, you know? And I was like, who feels like this? So one night I Googled, what the hell do Olympians do after they go to the Olympics? Because that's a height. What do you do after that? Google said Olympians tend to become teachers and mentors. And I thought, oh, fuck that. I don't want to do that. No, I'm happy to help you with your bits. I like helping people. But I really feel so grateful. I got to share all these impressions I've been doing for so long to the celebrities, to their faces. And I've been reflecting back, and I'm like, okay, some of them liked their impression, some didn't. Natalie Portman was one that loved her impression. She came up to me after I shared it, and she was, her little Natalie smile, you know, the
I just want to say thank you so much. No one's ever imitated me before, and I always thought I was boring. I didn't think I had anything unique or special about my voice, but you've proved me wrong. I guess I'm not really boring.
And oh, thank you. I'll take it. And I was like, oh, what's that, Natalie? What'd you say? I was asleep.
I thought I was boring.
Can you do me a favor? Can you narrate a planet show for me?
Sure. Oh, shit, look at this bear.
I've been doing an Owen Wilson impression for a really long time. That I sound like the dude now. I am Owen. My voice didn't sound like this before. I remember when Owen Wilson hosted SNL, and my fans, you guys were pissed. You're like, what the hell? Why didn't you do your Owen impression with Owen? And I tried. I cornered Owen. I was like, Owen, they want us to be two Owens. And he got all sensitive, which is so Owen Wilson, you know? He was like, no, I thought about maybe Melissa and I, we could be two Owens. Yeah, you know, I thought about it, but no, I feel like people are tired, you know, it's been done. Don't you think it's done now? You know, they do all the wow videos online. People are tired. It's over. It's done. And I was like, it's not over. I need this. I did my Jennifer Lopez impression for J-Lo. J-Lo did not like it. But that's so J-Lo, you know? It's tough to impress J-Lo. And yet she made that J-Lo face, so. No, baby, I don't hear it. No, I don't, no. I don't think that's Jennifer Lopez, no. You said my favorite color is blue. My favorite color is green, baby. Everyone knows that. You know what make this impression better? What's that, J-Lo? Don't do it. And don't forget, I'm from the Bronx. Yeah, everyone knows that. And I was like, and I'm from Whittier, everyone knows that. No, they don't. I got to do my Gwen Stefani impression for Gwen. That was cool. And I told her, I was honest. I was like, Gwen, when No Doubt comes on the radio in my car, I get into my Gwen impression, which is, if you've seen Gwen perform, what a dangerous impression to do behind the wheel. So,
for a long time, I was in love. You're really lovely. Underneath it all, beep, beep, no hands.
I always get a little dizzy. Someday a cop's gonna pull me over and be like, ma'am, you know why I pulled you?
Don't speak. I know just what you...
Ma'am, shut up! Don't you know driving under the Gwenfluence? It's a real big ticket, Ward.
Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. Leave me alone, officer. I'm just a girl.
I met Billie Eilish, did my impression for Billie. Don't you know I'm no... Where'd she go? Billie whisper sings, you know?
I used to flow. Whoa. So you're a tough guy, like it really rock.
She whispers so much. I think her next album is straight up just gonna be... You're like, what? I think Billie Eilish has a really, really strong singing voice. And I think she wants to sing her dirty, dark lyrics louder for the world. She wants to let it out, let it rip. But it's awkward for her. I think it's tough because her brother's there the whole time. Phineas writes these songs for her. And I try to imagine that if my older brother were near me, I'm feeling myself singing Bad Guy, 'cause I'm a bad guy. My brother would be like, ew, no, you're not. Yes, I am. No, you're not. I'm telling Mom, don't. We're old. She doesn't care. I met Steve Buscemi. I had coffee with Buscemi. Steve Buscemi, if there's someone I look up to in this Hollywood biz, it's Buscemi. He's the coolest dude, and all his roles are just like, he just always goes with the flow, you know? This is it. Like when he's that homeless guy in Big Daddy, remember? And the little kid's like, what are you doing on the floor, mister? This is where I live, little man. And I love that. I love that energy. And I try to be like Buscemi in my life. I really do. Especially in times of trouble, I ask myself, WWBD, what would Buscemi do? Especially when people make me feel bad about things. Like one time my friend was like, why would you let your gray hair grow out? And to that I said as Buscemi, sometimes you want to look like a skunk. I was at a wedding with my family last year, and the bouquet toss was happening. The bride was throwing it. And my family, they were like, go, Melissa, we need you to find someone, go. And I'm there, flies right over me, look at it, I see it as Buscemi. There it goes. Congrats, Carol, you always win. And if you're like, hey, that's not really a good Buscemi impression, it is. I was telling my friend last week about how much free swag I got for just being on the show. It was nuts. I remember my first week there at the show, my office, Mickey D's, McDonald's, sent me a robe, a red robe, inside pictures of French fries, and they embroidered my name, Villaseñor, on the back. I was like, what is this? And there was also, someone found out that I had a cat food for the whole year. It was, and I was getting in the habit, I was getting spoiled. I would just tweet out things I loved because I knew it would arrive. And I remember I tweeted, I love Vicks Vapor Rub. That's it. Next day at my office at SNL, tubs of the rub. I was like, oh. Like out of all the things you can ask for, that's what I'm doing. And now I'll just tweet, I love Vicks Vapor Rub, and people are like, man, it looks like a slow Friday night for Melissa. I got so spoiled. I remember my last birthday there, the episode was Kim Kardashian hosting. After we taped the episode, the Kardashians surprised me with the cake. They sang me happy birthday. I was and now my family sings me happy birthday, and I'm like, a little more titty, please, Dad. No, they sing it good.
Happy birthday.
That's creepy, huh? All of them, the same voice.
Happy birthday.
Are you gonna kill me? Something I'm proud of, though, is I feel like I'm still the same. I still feel true to myself. I didn't get caught up with any, celebrity fluff. And there's like some good examples of this. When I met Kim, when I went to Kim Kardashian's after party, I went to go take a photo with her, okay? I was like, there's never gonna be an opportunity in that booty. I gotta go now. And poor Kim, I got more excited about this box of donuts that was near her on the table, because their sprinkled donuts are the best. Poor Kim, I see her, I go, hey, Kim, and I see the donuts. I'm like, oh, Kim, are these your donuts? And she goes,
Yeah, they're my donuts, but I'm not going to have them. You can have them all.
So then I just take them. And I took them. Then I take the photo with her, and I'm holding the donut right here. It's so weird, and it's a weird spot. And I look back at the photo now, I'm like, man, I wish I just put the donut down for 1 second. Or at least let her inspire me, do something hot with the donut, a little tongue action through the hole. Or little donut holes go, oh. You guys are really good. You're a good crowd. You know what's really cool? I'll go down in history. I was the first Latina on that show. I'm Mexican, and I'm proud, and I'm full, baby. I know. Surprising. I know. All my life, people look at me and they're like, "What the hell? You're Mexican?" And I get so apologetic. I'm like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot my sombrero. Oh, did I not roll my R's enough? Sorry." And I just have to salsa away and cry. I know exterior, you don't believe it, but just know that inside. A lot of piñatas in here. I bleed tapatio. I'm second generation, and I'm from here, from Whittier, as I said. But I was a lazy kid, so I did not learn Spanish. Shame on me. Or as you would say in Spanish, I don't know. Qué lástima, ¿sí? Okay, gracias. It's nice to be back home in LA. I love hearing SoCal Mexican accent. It just is nice. It feels comforting. You know, it's nice. If you don't know what I mean, it's just this little, "Hey, where are you going?" Stephanie. Just Stephanie. One of my favorite memories hearing the Mexican accent, SoCal Mexican accent, was New Year's Eve 2021, okay? I remember this. I'm at Target in the notebook section getting a new planner for the new year, okay? I hear people whispering around me. Someone to my right is like, "What? Oh, no. No, she died? Oh, no, and it was her birthday next week." Then I hear people getting the alert on their phone. They're like, "Oh, man, Betty White passed away. That was the New Year's Eve Betty White passed." Then I hear this chick next to me. It was just beautiful timing. It got quiet, and she just goes, "Oh, Betty White died? That's sad." I was like, I'm going to go home. I'm going to giggle. Oh, it was the best. I was in my bed New Year's Eve alone. That's sad. And I just kept saying it to myself, making myself laugh, just going, "That's sad, that's sad." So I just thought of a character that would say that to everything, you know? Just like, "Oh, you lost your favorite hat? That's sad." Maybe about to be married, the priest is like, "Do you take this man through sickness and through hell till death do you part?" That's sad. Let him go first. Talking to her friend, "Oh, you're pregnant? That's sad." "No, we're excited. We've been wanting a baby." "Oh, okay. That's sad." So that's where it came from. But I came back home from New York, and I was hoping for comfort, you know, just to I'm real close to my family, spend time with them. And because New York City, that's a tough city to live in. And the show on that level was also a lot of stress and pressure. So I came back home, hoping for comfort. But I have a tough Mexican mom named Guadalupe. And she was not happy I left the show. She was like, "Oh, what?" And I remember having dinner with my parents like a month after I came back to LA. And my mom's like, "Well, so what are you working on now? Now that you're not on SNL, what's next? What are you doing?" And I was honest. I'm like, "I'm in classes right now. I'm taking piano, Spanish, guitar, ceramics, painting." And my daddy goes, "All right, cool." My mom just said, "That's sad." And then she says, "Well, don't you think you should figure out what to do right now while your name is still known in Hollywood before your name fades?" I know you're thinking, "Damn, that's cold," but I know what her underlining meaning is. I know my mom, and what she wants is for me to keep shining this light that I have and the joy I have. She knows the talent I carry. And my parents will believe in me more than I believe in myself a lot of the time. But that sentence still haunts me. It still echoes in my brain. Anytime I'm being lazy, I hear it. Like if I'm just picking my nose in the sunshine, having a nice day, really going in, and I hear my mom, "You better do something before your name fades, name fades, name." Oh, I gotta do something. Yeah, I fling them. Sometimes I'm playing Animal Crossing, my favorite video game on Nintendo Switch. Anyone know Animal Crossing fans? It's a cute game. You don't battle. You just take care of a town. I'm actually the mayor of the city. My town's called Buttons. Let me know if you want to come in and get some fruit. But it's cute. Just little animals live in the village. And I was playing it the other day, talking to Bunny, who lives in the town. Bunny's really cute, and she's just... And I could have sworn I heard her go,
You better do something before your name fades.
what the hell? I'm burning Buttons down. Sometimes I'm in my siesta and I hear David Attenborough go, the orangutan is fading, like you. No! But I was also trying to put myself in my parents' shoes and empathize with them because, for 6 years, that's a highlight conversation to have with people. My daughter's on Saturday Night Live. That's amazing. And I just took it away from them. Like, think about it. My mom would go to her Zumba classes, hang out with her Zumba lady friends for 6 years. They'd be like, I saw Melissa and J-Lo. Yeah, that was great. That was a great sketch. And now... my mom's in her Zumba class, and they're like, how's Melissa? And my mom's like, she's the mayor of Buttons? What? That's... Dance it off. Sometimes I spend the night at my parents' house, and I'll be in the guest bedroom in the guest bed, and my parents will be in their bed. And I'll be just sometimes sitting there, I'm like, man, what am I doing? Shouldn't I be married? Should I have kids, a house and stuff by now? But then I remind myself, no, this is a special gift and time that I get to have with them. There's no joke there. It's just from my heart. It's true. It's so special. And I like hanging out with my parents because they're just so opposite. My dad, he's like this people pleaser. He wants to make everyone laugh and feel good. My mom just straight up hate her. Like, she just says it. No, but it's just a funny, it's a funny dynamic. Like, during the holiday season, my parents and I will drive around, look at Christmas lights on houses. My mom is just judging the Christmas light job on houses, just grading them, We'll be driving around, she'll see a house that decorated okay, and she's like, don't even bother. How about don't do it? Just don't even try. And my dad's like, hey, Loopy, it's Christmas, be nice. And she's like, I hate it. And I'm like, hey, that's my place. Help me. I've been taking them to concerts. We hang out. I love it. We go to the movies. The only time I was like, I shouldn't have gone to the movies to see Top Gun with my parents because that was a horny movie for me. A lot of hotties in Top Gun. And I was sitting in the middle between my parents. So that means I held the popcorn, And I remember... when Tom Cruise came out in that white suit, there must have been some extra kernels in that bed because it went, because it was in the hot zone. I was like, oh! And my mom was like, oh, great, it filled up. But, I've been dating. Yeah, go Melissa! Last year, I remember I matched with a guy on a dating app, and he messaged me, and I go, oh, what did he say? Get in the messages. No joke, he goes, hey, do you have Pokemon? It's like, what the hell? He goes, yeah, do you have Pokemon for the Nintendo Switch? I see you play Nintendo Switch, so do you have Pokemon? Let's trade Pokemon, let's play. I'm like, I don't want to play Pokemon. I want to play Pokemon. This one's a little dirty, okay? I was like, how do I get this guy to my place? Clearly, he loves his Pokemon. I do a great Ash Ketchum impression. Maybe that's how I'll have to seduce him. Just be there on my bed.
Come here, I want to show you one of my Pokemon.
Do you see Ash now? That guy will come running to me just, oh, sweet, I'm on my way. Is that you, Ash?
Yeah, sure, it's Ash. Just get the fuck here.
Oh, I can't wait to see this Pokemon.
Yeah, it's a really special Pokemon. You've never seen one. Well, I hope you've seen one.
Which one is it, Ash?
It's Squirtle.
The only dirty bit I have. Don't worry. We'll hook up, and the following week he'll be like, man, I got HPV, gonorrhea, chlamydia. I guess you got to catch them all, huh? Did anyone have a crush on Ash Ketchum? No, huh? Misty? Yeah, Misty was hot. I remember as a kid, my cartoon crush was Simba from The Lion King. Anyone else? He was voiced by Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Ooh. I rewatched it recently. Still got turned on. It's the little kid Melissa within me still, I was like, damn. And it's, you know what scene it is in The Lion King? It's when Simba becomes the man lion. He's on the tree branch with Timon and Pumbaa. His mane's growing in, everything's growing in. It means no worries for the rest of your days. And I was like, whoa, Simba, stop. My niece is here. Stop it. The good thing from the years at SNL was I got my own property. Yeah, big accomplishment. And I pay HOA fees. People don't like HOA. It's Homeowners Association. I pay monthly bills for them to take care of the exterior. And I remember last year, there was so much rainwater coming in through my place, through the paint on the wall in bubbles. And of course I popped them. They're bubbles. Couldn't leave them there. But a lot of rainwater was coming in under the doors in my kitchen. And my neighbor, we share a wall, she was also having a lot of leaks as well. And I text my neighbor. Okay, I go, hey, this is HOA bills. They better cover this. This is the roof, exterior. They better fix this. And they better not Mickey Mouse it on us. And my neighbor was like, what are you talking about, Mickey Mouse in it? And I realized some people don't know that phrase. I've heard it in my family. It's just like doing a half-assed job on a handyman thing on your house. Which made me think, why Mickey? He's successful. Haha, damn straight I am. It should be Goofy. Anyway, the point of this bit is my email exchange with HOA. I hate how I write, text, email, whenever I'm in the moment angry, because it's so embarrassing. I sound like a teenager with a lot of angst. It's immature. So I want to read you the email exchange. My neighbor wrote a beautiful email written to HOA, and then I'll read you mine. This one's hers, okay? Hi, Pam. Just putting this to the top of your inbox as we enter a new week. To follow up to what Melissa has requested, we need the following. Bullet point. A qualified roofing deck specialist to locate the source of the leak. I have been working with Real Roofing and LA Deck and Stair. Should we have them also work on Melissa's unit, as I assume the same companies did her roof and deck? Is there a record of this? Bullet point 2. A qualified contractor to redo our damaged interiors, walls, ceiling, doors, and flooring. Who can you assign to do this work, and when can they come out to begin? I want to ensure that we aren't getting patchwork, but quality long-term repairs. If we can get a quality job done now, we can ideally put these issues past us. Thank you, Amanda. Wow. You ready for mine? Who do you have to redo the wall that bubbled up and the door? As well, good job fixing the roof. HOA, this is you. There's no period, there's no who it's from. I really Mickey Moused it. And if you're wondering, why didn't I use Grammarly or ChatGPT and AI to help me write my email? I did. And they just said, where do we start? But HOI emailed us both back 2 bullet points. First one, to Amanda. We will get a qualified roofing deck specialist to locate the source of the leak as soon as possible. Bullet point 2, to Melissa. Are you okay? No! You know what's weird I do? I call T-Mobile to pay my phone bill at the end of every month. I still call. Anyone else with me? No. Gotta find my password. Just log on and pay. I don't mind calling T-Mobile to pay my bill. I just don't like the lady's voice that makes a weird kissing sound when she processes my payment every time. Ooh. She'll go,
If you'd like to pay the total, ending with card 3152, press 1.
I press 1, and then she goes, and I go, oh, nasty, and I hang up. So I probably owe millions now. That voice reminds me of that Tik Tok voice. Have you heard, like, the one that sets up all the videos?
When your boyfriend says he's hanging out with the boys.
Oh, I hate it.
When you drop your retainer in the cat litter.
Sometimes my evil comes out at nighttime, you know? And I was really mad at that voice, thinking of evil ones for people to follow. Just there in my bed, like,
When you take your girlfriend for a picnic on the train tracks. When you feed your niece with a slingshot. When you hike a mountain and you get to the top and you jump.
just because I was pissed. Sometimes I get a little evil, you know? One time on TikTok, there'll be trending songs on TikTok, and I remember last year I was scrolling through, a few videos had this song playing, it was trending, and I'd never heard it before. I can't believe the hate I felt inside my bones. It goes like this, you know it, you've heard it around. Here's to the ones that we lost. Here's to the ones that we wish they were here, but they're not, and the memories bring back, yeah. And I remember hearing it and being like, oh, I hate this. Who is this? I don't like it one bit. I didn't know who it was, so I Googled, and I'm singing out loud, here's to the ones that we lost. Who is this? Google said Maroon 5. And I was like, of course it is. They suck. And you know when you're like, you're feeling it, the anger, you share it, want to share with the world. I went on Instagram and I was like, hey fans, you know this song? Here's to the ones that we lost and the memories bring back, yeah. That's Maroon 5. They suck, right? But my fans weren't with me. They messaged me because they care about me. They don't want me starting having beef with Maroon 5 online. So they were messaging me, and they were like, one lady said, be careful, Melissa. Maroon 5 fans, they're going to come for you. That's how I read it. I read everything with the voice. Be careful, Maroon 5 fans, they're coming. And I was like, oh, Maroon 5 have fans? And then someone else messaged me and was like, hey, I got to let you know, they wrote that song for their friend who passed away. And I was like... I mean, lucky him, he didn't have to hear this shit like the rest of us, you know? Because it sucks! So that's a spicy one for me. I like singing, as you guys know. I love to sing. I like karaokeing, too. Any karaoke people? Do you have a go-to song? Oh! What was the band's name again? Darkness. That's a good one. You? You too. Also Darkness. Well, oh, cool. Wow. I want to go karaokeing, and this is my plan. I want to sing Aaliyah's "Are You That Somebody?" classic from the 90s, and I want to sing all the parts. So I'll be up there just like, dirty South, East Coast, West Coast.
Boy, I've been watching you like a hawk in the sky that flies, but you were my prey. If I let you know, you can't tell nobody. I'm talking about nobody. It's irresponsible. Sometimes I'm goody-goody. Right now, not in. Is it my goal? Is it your goal? Sometimes I'm done. Cause are you that somebody? Are you that somebody?
Just to see people go, what the no? And if someone comes up to me and is like, wow, that was amazing, I'll have to be like,
Thank you.
I sing too much Creed at karaoke. No more Creed. I gotta stop. It's not attractive for anyone. Me going up there, can you take me higher? It's like, no one's gonna take me anywhere. A little water, yeah? I realized something about me. I'm very sensitive to lyrics. I'm very sensitive. And I notice if I feel really lonely, I don't want to hear a song about getting it on. Makes me feel left out. I don't want to hear Cardi go, certified freak, 7 days a week, make that pull, I can't wait. Like, no, I'm just going to my sister's to have soup. No. And I was remembering, I was thinking about why I'm so emotional to music. And I think it goes back to childhood. I was raised listening to a lot of Latin artists. My favorite singer when I was like 7 years old was this artist named Ana Gabriel, okay? I was obsessed with her. Intense, like raspy voice, just really heavy songs. That's not right. You know, 7-year-old going to elementary school, all the other girls were having fun, singing Spice Girls, singing songs about having crushes on boys. They were just loving it, just, do you wanna be my love? And I was in pain, you know, singing songs about what happens to your heart when you give it to a man, you know, just, ¿quién como tú? Que día a día puedes tenerle. ¿Quién como tú? Oh, como tú. Oh, oh. And if you don't know what I'm saying, don't worry, I don't know either. No, I Googled. She's saying, do you want to be my lover? I love emotional girl singers. I just love it. I mean, I feel like I draw these little drawings to like really sensitive emo songs. I love Sia. I've always been a fan of Sia because she sounds like she's taking a nap. It does sound like she's smushed in the pillow, no? Just
Body girls, don't get hurt. I can't feel anything when you learn. I push it down. Push it down. I'm gonna sleep for 2 hours or more.
you dropped your pillow, Sia. I like Olivia Rodrigo too. Ooh. I got my driver's license last week. Every time I hear that sentence, I think of the DMV. And I'm like, Olivia, what happened at the DMV? Something always happens at the DMV. I remember when I got my driver's license, the DMV, Montebello, shout out. There was a mom breastfeeding her like 10-year-old boy, just out in the open. And that was before my test. I was like, whoa. Thankfully, I passed. Whew. Got my license. And I celebrated with a cup of milk and 2 cookies. That's a weird one. I'm glad you like. Okay, time for my guitar. Yeah, thank you so much. This is my guitar. Guys, my guitar playing is... I've been taking guitar lessons for, maybe 4 or 5 years now on Zoom. But I haven't learned much because I think my teacher's too hot. I can't focus. He's Chilean, he has long hair, and he goes, Melissa, you know, when I play he always does this. He always goes, Melissa, when I play the guitar, it's funny. I don't know any notes. I don't know. To me, they're all just different colors when I play. To me, I just see colors. And I'm like, what the hell? I need to know notes, buddy. And I go, what colors are you seeing? And he goes, red, yellow, blue. I'm like, that's Guitar Hero! No, he's great. Okay, so this song I wrote when I was at SNL, and it didn't get picked, so more for me now. I wrote about how I used to take these solo trips when I had breaks from SNL. I would go by myself to Catskills, mountain towns, and stay at an Airbnb alone just to reconnect with my true self, nature, and my creativity. And I did this numerous times, and every single time I got there, I'd be mad at myself. I'm like, this sucks. No one's with me. This is boring. And it's scary, too, me alone in those towns. So it's called Solo Trip, and I'm going to sing it. Have you heard these kind of girls in the fall that sing like, you broke my heart? They have those kind of voices. We don't need no money. We have our love. So I'm going to sing it in that. Okay? Here it goes. I gotta get away from the city. The noise and the traffic lights make me dizzy. I'm such a fragile girl, you see. Gotta be with the earth and the trees. I got a key to an Airbnb. I see big giant love stains all over the sheets. Not a soul inside, no one to call for help at night. And soon I realize I'll probably be murdered tonight. Oh, murdered tonight. No! The next day I wake up, yay, I get another day. Time to get my morning coffee cup. I walk into the cute little town, feeling like I'm in a movie. Then I spot a cute guy looking at me. He's a sexy mountain man with no teeth. He walks over to me. I start to feel unease. He opens his mouth and then he says to me, you'll be murdered tonight! No! Yeah, murdered tonight! By me! No, mountain man! Yeah, sharpen my knives! Don't! Murdered tonight! She died. That was fun, huh? I realized, if you're going to be out there in the spotlight, not this, but, SNL, like something really, in entertainment, you better really know yourself. You better really know yourself because people are going to come and just rip you up. And I'm a really squishy person and a people pleaser, so it was tough for me. And I left SNL because of that. It was just a lot. I got to get stronger, Anyway. I sometimes get envious of the old-timey actors that didn't have to hear about everyone's opinion on their work, It's not like Shirley Temple didn't have to see a tweet that was like, dude, this girl's curly cues remind me of my pubes. If Shirley saw that, she'd be like,
Oh my word, that's not very nice. On the good ship,
Lollipop, I hope it sinks.
Yeah, even after SNL, I remember going on Twitter and someone tweeting, man, this new Latino on the show is way better than that wannabe Mexican Melissa. I know. Okay, I know. But you know what was really funny was when I saw that tweet at 12 p.m., I had to log on to my Zoom Spanish lesson. So he wasn't wrong. And I remember that week, I was learning numbers, okay? And I was feeling ashamed to be learning. And I was starting to kind of cry. You know, my lips start trembling when I'm starting to tear up. I go, 1, 2, 3. And my teacher was like, you should be in a novela. You cry a lot. And I was like, that'd be a really fun episode of a telenovela, don't you think? A guy dumps a girl because she's not Mexican enough. I see myself in the episode with my backpack. And the boyfriend's like, mi amor, I can't date you porque you only know numbers. Pero uno, dos, amor. To be continued when Melissa knows more Spanish. But I have been taking lessons. I love learning. And at the end of every Zoom lesson I have with my teacher, Alma, she always asks any questions from today. And that day, I did have a question. I said, yes, Alma, I have a question. I had an interaction with someone on Twitter earlier, and I want to reply back to them in Spanish. So, ¿cómo se dice? Oh, fuck you, troll! What have you done with your life, huh? You're just sitting on your ass? Oh, fuck you! ¿Cómo se dice that? I didn't do any of that, don't worry. I just tweeted him a photo of my bank account and said, how you like them commas? A 1 comma. Unemployed. I love learning Spanish. I really do. I want to learn it because there's so many relatives of mine that only speak in Spanish. And it really kind of makes me mad that, you know, my great-grandma, my abuelita, she was 105 when she passed. She only spoke in Spanish. The stories I could have heard if I knew Spanish, you know? And I remember hanging out with her at family parties, and I would just nod and smile, and she would just stare at me.
Ay, Melissa, mira. Ay, chiquita, bonita, mira. Ay.
Thanks. You're bonita too.
Ay, sí. Melissa, está loca, Loca.
I know I'm loca. You too, huh? No, me no. ¿A qué? ¿A Melissa?
Ay, pobrecita. Ay, pobrecita.
What? The tone changed. I don't like that word. What are you guys saying over here?
Ay, no tiene novio, pobrecita.
Hey!
Ay, estúpida gringa, no habla español.
That's an oldie. Maybe you've heard it, but it's a good one. One of my favorite memories of my abuelita was one Christmas Eve, she peed on our couch. Okay? But it's like, hey, 105, you should go everywhere. It's an honor. And we used to have such great Christmas Eve parties. They would end late, like 1 a.m. And I remember that one, everyone laughed. We saw the little puddle on the cushion. We didn't know if it was wine or piss. And you know you're a little goofy late at night. And my mom grabbed the cushion. She was like, Melissa, smell it. And I love sniffing things. So I went in there. Now I speak better Spanish. I was like, ay, Dios mío, es pipí. Feliz Navidad. I've been watching movies in Spanish too, just because I want to keep hearing it. So I was in a hotel on the road, and on TV they had Toy Story in Espanol. You seen Spanish? Toy Story in Spanish, way funnier. But if you're curious and you do want to watch it, just be prepared for Sid, the neighbor, the creepy kid that messes up the toys. way more frightening in the Spanish version than the English version. English version, Sid, not that spooky. He's messing up the toys in his room. He's like,
I've never done a double cross surgery before.
Spanish, Sid, woo!
Tendemos esta la cabeza.
I should have been Spanish Sid for Halloween, you know? Go trick-or-treating, people are like, oh, you Sid? No, español.
Dame todo, ese pinche cabrona.
Whoa! You know who I was? Side note, who I was for Halloween last year? This is a deep cut. I was the roach guy from Men in Black. Edgar. If you don't remember, let me refresh your memory.
Sugar water.
I always challenge myself with my teacher. I'll say like, hey, let me say what I did yesterday in Spanish or over the weekend in Spanish. So I'll be like, en el fin de semana yo fui al parque con mi perrita. Doesn't it sound so sexy in Spanish? Spanish is hot. But if you translate it in English, it's not that hot. It's just over the weekend I went to the park with my dog. So I thought of an idea for a comedy song for that premise. And I did this show in LA about a year ago with this really great musical comedy band. And I saw them and I was like, oh, they're good. They can help me with this idea. And so I'd like to invite a special guest, a band to the stage to help me sing this song and play for you. Oh man, that sentence was a mess. Man. Please welcome the great comedy musical band, Wolves of Glendale. Yeah, my pals.
Hey, Melissa.
Hey, hey, Wolves.
Hey, what's going
Hey,
on?
thanks. Wow, you were there the whole time?
We've been here the whole time.
And how was the show back there?
I was listening to a podcast.
Right.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah.
You guys too?
Yeah, all three of us, 3 different podcasts.
Different pocket. Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's good.
Noise canceling.
Yeah.
Headphones.
So we didn't hear anything. How's it going so far? Is it good?
Good? Oh, great.
It's incredible.
That's good news.
Excellent.
That's awesome.
And you guys are the best. I'm so grateful you're here.
You're the best.
This song is my favorite to share,
Yeah.
and please enjoy the song we wrote together. Mainly them. This is called My Life Sounds Better in Spanish. Enjoy.
Me despertó con una alarma.
I wake up with an alarm.
Como avena sola todas las mañanas.
I eat plain oatmeal every morning.
A veces me miro en el espejo y pienso que así esto es todo bueno.
Sometimes I look in the mirror and I think, so this is it, huh? All right. My life sounds better in Spanish. In English, it totally sucks. My life sounds better in Spanish, but it's actually boring as fuck.
Bueno, son las 11 de la mañana. Supongo que dormiré la siesta.
Well, it's 11 a.m. I guess I'll nap.
Me gusta cuando viene el cartero.
I like when the mailman comes.
Como mi cena sobre el fregadero. Porque hago eso.
I eat my my dinner over the sink. This is true. I have a table and a chair. What the hell? Why don't I sit? I love to sit.
My life sounds better in Spanish. In English, it totally sucks. My life sounds better in Spanish.
But it's actually boring as fuck. Hice una lista de mi pan favorito. Masa madre, trigo, centeno y
I made a list of my top favorite bread. It goes sourdough, wheat, rye, and pumpernickel. That's me.
My life sounds better in Spanish.
oh yes it does.
English, it totally sucks. My life sounds better in Spanish.
But it's actually boring, stupid, annoying as fuck.
The Wolves of Glendale. Let them hear it. And give it up for Bubbles. What a special night. Thank you guys so much for being here at my taping. I appreciate it. I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Ah!